We are your lungs. We love to keep your body going. We provide the oxygen to fuel your cells so they keep flowing. We're your lungs.
好，咁多位同學大家早晨啊 Good morning, students. So after the chapter test, so we shall have the feedback section. Okay. So before we have the feedback section, okay, you correct the test paper for your classmate. Okay. I want to remind you that, okay, remember to do correction for your classmate. Write down the correct answer for your classmate. Okay. And also, I wish you that all of you can get a good result, okay, in this chapter test, okay, because you will see that the mini quiz, okay, probably we took before, okay, actually the same question, okay, appeared again. So that's the 7 steps, 7步呼吸法, okay. So for this chapter, okay, chapter 7. Work hard, okay, it will pay off later, okay, so make sure that you work hard first, okay. So for section A, okay, for the misconception, so some students, okay, may want to ask, why Mr. Leung, okay, why do we need to do such questions, misconception? Because, okay, in the MC, okay, in MC, probably you will be given such statement. Okay, they seems to be correct, but probably they are wrong. Okay, so what I want you to do is think. Seriously, you can see this thinking face. Okay, so the point is that for question 2, okay, what I want you to think about is the cause and the effect. 邊個係因，邊個係果呢? And for question 3, okay, the volume of air expired. Okay, what I want you to think about is how deep is your breath. Okay, 你一個呼吸有幾深呢? Okay, and for number 4, okay, more carbon dioxide than oxygen. So the concentration of gases. Okay, so for question 2, okay, probably, okay, I think you can underline the rush in or the inflate the lungs. Okay, so you need to point out that is the cause and effect, okay? Probably in the question, it is reversed. 佢第二條呢個題目呢係因果係倒亂咗嘅 ，cause and effect are reversed, okay? So probably the answer should be like this: during inhalation, the lungs expand first, 個肺脹大咗 ，and then, okay, it will draw in the air from the atmosphere, or you can say that.And then the air will be drawn into the lungs from the atmosphere, like the same case. 個肺脹咗，跟住吸咗啲氣入去個肺入面 ，okay, from the atmosphere, okay. So what you need to point out is that the cause 個因 is that the lungs expand first. And then what is the effect? The effect is that the air will be drawn into the lungs, okay. So cause and effect, that's question 2. And question 3 is that the vital capacity is the volume of air expired after the deepest inspiration. That means deepest inhalation, 深吸, okay? And then vital capacity, 肺活量, okay? So probably the answer should be like this. Okay, the wrong thing is the volume of air expired, okay?The exhale air 呼出嚟嘅空氣 So the vital capacity should be the maximum volume of air expired after the deepest inspiration. 深吸 and then 深呼 Okay, you have deep breathe in and then you have deepest breathe out. Okay, so that's why you need to put the maximum, okay, this word.Okay, between in front of the volume, okay, maximum volume of air expired. So that's why in the task sheet, okay, we have these things: vital capacity. Okay, remember we draw this graph before. Vital capacity, okay, or you can refer to the definition in the task sheet. Okay, the same case: the maximum volume of air that can be breathed out after the deepest inhalation. The same idea. 先深吸 and then 深呼. Okay, vital capacity. So for the question 4, okay, there is more carbon dioxide than oxygen in exhaled air. Okay, so probably the answer should be less, because okay, I use the statement okay to explain first. Now, what you need to copy or correct is just these two sentences. There is less carbon dioxide than oxygen in inhaled air. Okay, this part is for the explanation. Through exhaled air contains exhaled air contains a higher proportion of carbon dioxide, 4% okay, carbon dioxide, but in the exhaled air there is still 16% of oxygen. Okay, so that's why this statement okay just oversimplify. Okay, but how can you okay also correct this this statement if your answer is that there is more carbon dioxide in the exhaled air than the inhaled air? There is more carbon dioxide in the exhaled air than the inhaled air. That means in Chinese, if 如果你嗰句係講喺呼出嚟嘅空氣係比起吸入嘅空氣多咗 CO2 咧，你都係啱嘅。Okay, so there are two possible answers. Okay, one is this. Okay, less carbon dioxide than oxygen in the exhaled air, and the other is that okay, more carbon dioxide in the exhaled air than the inhaled air. Okay, so for your book, okay, you can also check this concept. Okay, although okay the carbon dioxide concentration okay is increased by from 0.03% to 4%. Okay, but finally okay the percentage is still lower than the oxygen percentage in the exhaled air. Okay, so that's the section A. And for the section B, okay, section B, the question, okay, and the first part, okay, that's the intercostal muscle, okay, and the muscle 2, okay, is the diaphragm muscles. Okay, now so remember that, as I told you before, diaphragm is not just a membrane. Okay, diaphragm is a muscle. So also, okay, from the question you know that, okay, it has already mentioned it is a muscle. So now for the part 1, okay, I don't worry a lot because you must use the whole terms, okay, intercostal muscles. But if your answer, okay, here is diaphragm muscle, or only diaphragm, okay, only diaphragm, but without muscles, okay, I want you to add muscle for your classmate. Now, they are also correct, okay, now you should take them and give them 1 mark, okay, but I want to clarify one point is that diaphragm is muscle. Okay, so for your answer, you better write diaphragm muscle. Okay, so 肋間肌啦 ，okay， 肋骨之間嘅肌肉同埋橫膈膜肌啦 ，okay， so there must be muscle after that. So that's part A. For the part B, okay 嗱 ，so don't want to copy the hints first, okay, because I will show you the answer, okay, 2 lines later. So listen first, okay, listen first. For the part B, describe briefly how the muscles, that means the intercostal muscle and the diaphragm muscle, 肋間肌同埋橫膈膜肌點樣帶動到吸氣 inhalation, bring about inhalation. 7 marks, so that will be our 7 steps, okay? So for the 7 steps, okay, remember that, okay, it's not the 7 steps to make a poem, okay? That's the 7 steps for our lungs to breathe in, okay, inhalation. So probably remember that 7 steps. Why I call it steps? Because they must be in order. Okay, they must be in order. 佢哋一定係跟次序嘅。Okay, so not random. Okay, so make sure your classmate arrange the answer in a order, but not just 7 separate sentence. 一定要跟次序，而 而唔係7句分開嘅句子亂咁擺。Okay, I need to see the order, and I will tell you the order as well. Okay, so probably for the 7 steps, now remember, okay, your classmate should mention, okay, how the muscle move, contract or relax, and then the rib cage, okay, the rib cage movement, upward or downwards or outwards or inwards, but because it's about inhalation, okay, so it should be upwards and outwards, right? Okay, 向上向外啦。And then what is the shape of the diaphragm? Okay, dome shape or flattened. So that's 1, 2, 3. What do we do? Okay, by the muscle. Okay, what do the muscle do? 啲肌肉做咗啲乜嘢 ？Okay, so and for 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, these 4 steps. Okay, are about the 2 golden rules. Remember, okay, the 2 golden rules. How can we control the volume and then control the air pressure? After we control the air pressure, how can we control the air flow? Okay, 嗰個胸腔嘅體積對於肺嘅氣壓，對於氣壓嘅改變有冇差別，就去控制到個 air flow direction. So 4, 5, 6, 7. That's our golden rule. Okay, volume, pressure difference, and airflow direction. Okay, so that's the basic concept. You need to see the sequence, okay, of these 7 steps in your classmate's answer. Okay, so that's the suggested answer. Intercostal muscle contract. The rib cage move outward and upwards. Okay, so if he or she only writes outwards or upwards, either one, okay, half mark 半分，淨係寫向住外半分，淨係寫向上半分，寫晒向上向外先有1分。Okay, so at the same time, diaphragm muscle contract, okay, to flatten the diaphragm. Okay, or if he or she's answer, or the diaphragm will change from dome shape to flattened. From dome shape to flattened, 由圓拱形變做 flattened is also correct. That's very great. Okay, that's very comprehensive answer. Okay, 答得好詳盡，好好。And then the thoracic cavity, the volume will increase. Okay, and then the lung pressure decrease. And then the pressure decreases is not enough. It becomes lower than the atmospheric pressure. And then the air will suck into the lungs or draw into the lungs. Okay, now why this sentence? Okay, there is no mark for this sentence because the question, okay, has already mentioned that it's about inhalation. Okay, so what you need to talk about is how the muscle bring about, okay, inhalation. Okay, so 7 steps. Okay, 7 steps. So may Miss Zhang pause the screen for a while, okay, for them to copy the 7 step. And probably I hope that all my students can really be able to point out, to identify the 7 steps of breathing in. Okay, so for the last part C, okay, it should be the easiest one. Okay, name the fluid, pleural fluid. Explain the function just like your assignment. Okay, act as lubricant to reduce the friction between the thoracic wall and the lung during breathing. Okay, or if your answer is that reduce the friction between the pleural membrane. Now, that's not really wrong. Okay, but you should better, okay, to write between the thoracic wall and the lung, just like your textbook. Okay, if you answer it in your assignment, you should know that. Oh, reduce the friction between what? Okay, between the thoracic wall or rib cage, okay, and your lungs. Okay, 咁啊俾多一個可能性就係唔一定胸腔壁嘅，你寫肋骨都得。Between the rib cage and the lungs, also okay. But make sure that, okay, lubricant, reduce friction, okay, between thoracic wall and the lungs, okay, and also the name, okay, 2 marks for that. So I hope you all can get a good result, okay. And then Any question, okay? Just return the paper first. I will clarify it for you next Monday. Okay? Bye-bye.
We are your lungs. We love to keep your body going. We provide the oxygen to fuel your cells so they keep